Welcome to another edition of Saturday Slam. We are 5 weeks away from Destiny, and things are starting to heat up here at KCXW. Let's run down tonight's card. First and foremost, Shannon Jr. wants a rematch against Marte. He's getting it here tonight. Moving right on down the train, another match. Angel Shay and the student Adrian from XWC, and they're going to clash one-on-one. And then the big marquee matchup tonight. It's a Tournament of Xcellence quarterfinal matchup. El Diablo going one-on-one against the Marksman. We've seen these two all over Saturday Slam. We're going to see who's going on in the tournament to the semifinals. Let's head on down to the ring and get rocking. Now, if you've been paying attention to Saturday Slam, you know that this match is not just any other match. Marte and Shannon Jr. have been going at it back and forth here in KCXW on these Saturday Slams. They had a tournament qualifier match several weeks ago. Marte came out on top with his submission. A few weeks prior to that, they clashed in a tag team match. Shea in Marte's corner and Alan Jones, the prodigy, backing up Shannon Jr. So they've already locked horns. They've already been building tension. Shannon Jr., he felt like he didn't get a fair shake in that tournament qualifier matchup, and he wants to prove himself here tonight. And if you've been watching the Facebook, there's something else that you're aware of as well. We've had our first announced match for Destiny, and it's none other than another tag team match between Marte and Shea and Shannon Jr. and the prodigy Alan Jones. So we've got a little bit extra beefing into this one. Shannon Jr.'s looking to prove himself heading into Destiny, heading into his first big live event. And Marte heading up to the ropes. Going to show Shannon Jr. how to get the crowd behind you. And they quickly respond. Shannon's having none of that. And he jumps Marte from the back. Looks like he's been training and taking some pages out of the Prodigy's notebook. He saw an opportunity and he went for it, and he's quickly on the offensive here early. And Junior a little bit too small to try and throw Marte across the ring. He's going to have to rethink that game plan. Marte takes over. Chop across the chest. Marte didn't like that first one. Overhand, and everybody heard that one. And Shannon Jr. is in a world of trouble, folks. This tide has quickly turned in Marte's favor. Huge splash into the corner. Marte quick to capitalize. Looking to hook the arm over. Lifts Jr. up into the high angle vertical suplex. Stalling it out in the air. The power and the strength of Marte as he crashes down. And Shannon now trying to find his bearings after getting hung upside down. Marte firmly in control here in the early goings now. Junior able to reverse the momentum, sends Marte into the corner. And now Junior flipping over the ropes. He's got a plan. Wait a minute. He's got Marte in neckbreaker position. Oh, drops his neck right across the top rope. Directly in front of the referee. And that may have just slowed things down in Shannon Jr.'s favor. He's got Marte hooked, grabs the wrist, swinging neck breaker, and wisely, Shannon Jr. has put together a game plan. Marte quick to kick out of the pin attempt. But we can see that Shannon has found himself a target. Marte trying to create some distance now. Build some space out. Couple of hard shots back Shannon Jr. into the ropes. Marte trying to build that momentum back up. Fires Shannon across the ropes. Ducks a little too early and catches a boot to the chest. Shannon now off the ropes. A drop kick. 1 foot straight up to the head. Marte's in trouble. Ooh, Judgment Slam takes him over. An Olympic Slam type maneuver. Only gets the 2 count on the pin. And Shannon frustrated with himself. He thinks he should have had it after that. And now Shannon returning the chopping kind to Marte. Another hard one, and Money is starting to look like he's in trouble. No, he's firing back. He's not going to keep taking those from Shannon. Wait, Martae's looking for something big, lifting him up onto the shoulders, looking for that gory. Shannon Jr. sneaks out the back door, though. Looking for a roll-up. Trying to grab the ropes, trying to grab the tights, trying to grab anything. Still only gets 2. And now Shannon Jr. just trying to make sure that Marte can't get to his vertical base. Stiff DDT right down into the center of the ring. 2 count again only, though. Marte getting the shoulder back up. But you can see that the cobwebs are starting to form. And he's having a lot harder time getting back to his feet after that DDT. Shannon Jr. trying to keep the pressure on, though. He needs to quit arguing with the referee. If Marte gets up to his vertical base, Shannon is going to have a very hard time getting him back down. But those shots to the jaw seem to be doing the trick. Hard knee right to the chin. And Marte is doubled over. Shannon now making some space, running in. He's got a wheelbarrow hooked on, looking for a bulldog, but Marte hangs on and just chucks Shannon off, using the size to his advantage there. And now Marte may have an opening. Swings and takes Shannon down. Another clothesline, and down goes Shannon. Marte's feeling it. Huge double axe handle. And we've seen this before. This is not where Junior wants to be. There's the pump handle hook. Marte gets the shoulder over, turns him up. And Shannon's fighting out of the power slam. Smart move on his part. The student's been learning, but Marte's able to keep himself going. Huge big boot to the chest, and Shannon is rattled. Money trips him up, and he's starting to hook those legs. He's looking for that STF type maneuver that he uses. Shannon scrambling for the rope. Shannon's in trouble. Money sees it. He goes to lock it in. STF crossface. And wait a minute, there's the Prodigy. And flying knee to the back of the head. And the referee's calling for the bell. And this one's broken down, folks. Shannon Jr. and the Prodigy are just laying waste to Marte here in the ring. And it looks like Jones doesn't want to wait for Destiny to get things started here. Wait a minute, Shea coming into the rescue, and Shannon Jr. and the Prodigy scatter. Things are absolutely heating up in this one, folks. I want to remind you, Destiny's coming October 15th. We're going to have special edition shirts, but we're starting to run out, so you want to go ahead and make sure you're pre-ordering yours soon. KCXW.ticketspice.com/Destiny-2022 is the place to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a quick moment. Thank the people that are sponsoring Destiny. Pammy Sue Salsa, Prehistoric Hut, Dave & Buster's, Sky Zone, the Extreme Wrestling Center, and Safe Haven Fitness. All of them a huge part in what is going to be an exciting night of wrestling action. But we've got Adrian making his way down to the ring, so you know it's time for another matchup. He's going to be squaring off 1-1 against none other than recent graduate Angel Shay. And Adrian, we've seen him week in and week out here at the center, getting better, putting the time in. He's going to be seeing if he can't pick up another victory here tonight. And Angel, if there's one thing you want to make sure you know, that is that Angel will never, ever give up. No matter the task in front of her, no matter the challenge it seems to be, Angel's going to give her all every time she's in that ring. A quick pose there, and we've certainly seen her confidence build week in and week out here on Saturday Slam. She's also looking to pull a big victory in this one, so both of these competitors have something on the line. Both of these competitors have something to prove. Let's see who can pull out the victory this week. Sizing each other up, a quick lockup. Adrian, the first to get an advantage, throws themselves underneath. Schoolboy attempt barely gets one. Angel with a hammerlock now, turning it over to the top, bringing it back around. Adrian's caught in a backslide. 1 count, but he's able to roll through. Quick to get back on the offensive, though. Small package attempt. Angel gets out immediately. Both of these competitors going for pin attempts in the early goings, trying to see if they can't score a quick surprise victory. But decently even ground. Another lockup as the two of them are looking to see who can get an advantage. Adrian backing Angel into the corner. Quick clean break, and Angel with authority pushing Adrian back to the center of the ring. Angel now taking advantage right away, taking the wrist. Brings Adrian back around. Ooh, double stomp to the chest. Kind of a code breaker type maneuver, and Adrian taking a second to collect himself after that one. But Angel's not going to give him much time. She's right back on the offensive. Got him trapped in the corner, sends him across. Adrian into the buckle. Angel's got a plan, round off. But Adrian moves out of the way, and the back elbow is no good. Adrian with a spear puts Angel down. He's looking to get a quick pin. Gets 2 this time. Big spear right there, and Angel, I think, was caught off guard. Certainly got the wind knocked out of her. And now Adrian trying to find the angle to attack. Takes the face lock, looking for looks like a neck breaker. No, turns it back into a face buster. Nasty looking maneuver, that could be it. 2 count, and Angel's able to get the shoulder up, but just barely. And Adrian needs to keep the offensive going because he's got quite a momentum build going in the early set here. But Angel with a boot. Quick clothesline puts Adrian down, and Adrian needs to get something going because Angel's starting to build momentum, and that's not what he wants. Chop to the chest, elbow to the chest. Adrian goes down. And now Angel's turned the tides here, it looks. Locks Adrian up high. Rolling Samoan. Front flip steamroller, and Adrian is down. Angel's lined up in the corner. We've seen this. Wait, she's getting Adrian in position. I think she's got a game plan here. We've seen her attempt the moonsault in weeks previous. She's going up to the top. Moonsault hits and connects. Adrian didn't get out of the way. 3 count, and Angel's going to take this one home, ladies and gentlemen, after a huge moonsault from the top rope. And in decisive fashion, Angel adds a W to the win column. It's time, folks, to move on to the marquee matchup. It's that tournament quarterfinal matchup. El Diablo going one-on-one against the Marksman. We're going to see which of these two is moving on into the next round of the tournament. Who gets one step closer to being that Season of Excellence champion? How did we get here? Let me tell you. The Marksman up against Andy in his qualifier. 2 pile drivers in a row. Puts the big man down for the 3 count. And that secures Marksman's spot in the tournament. El Diablo, on the other hand, he had a different task going up against Peyton. Hits the swanton from the top rope. Gets the 3 count, and El Diablo was able to secure his spot into the Tournament of Excellence. So now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get on down to the ring. And that string of guitar tells you everything you need to know. The Marksman is in the building, and somebody is going to get hurt. Ever since Unleashed, ever since April, we have seen a much darker attitude, a much more sour tone from the Marksman in the ring, out of the ring, in the gym. It doesn't matter. There is a certain edge, a certain determination that Marksman has almost become incensed and singularly focused. But he's going to have to make sure that he's got his blinders on, because El Diablo is not somebody that you can take lightly at any point in time. I'll remind you, El Diablo upset the Metro champion in a non-title match right here on Saturday Slam not that long ago. And you hear the reaction from the crowd as soon as he hits the curtain. Ladies and gentlemen, there is nobody that quite gets them going the way El Diablo does. But El Diablo, much in the same way that Marksman's going to have to be focused, this is going to be one of the toughest challenges that El Diablo has gone up against. Every single week it seems the deck gets stacked just a little bit taller and a little bit taller for him. And each week El Diablo finds some way to clear that hurdle.
He's always ready.
Referee interprets that in the affirmative. Referee gets a nod from Marksman, and we're off and running. You can see that slight limp in the Marksman's knee still. Ever since Unleashed, he took that dive off of the apron, and he landed a little bit odd. And immediately, El Diablo goes right for the wounded knee. A definite game plan from the man from the future. Another shot to the knee, and he knows where weakness is, and he knows how to exploit it clearly. Marksman's going to have to figure out a different way to defend that, because so far he's leaving that leg wide open for Diablo. 3 kicks in a row. And Marksman's off and running. Looks like Diablo coming off the ropes. Marksman tried to get the jump on him. Wheel kick to the chest. Marksman staggering, favoring that knee. Diablo quick to stay on top of him. Sends him off into the corner. Diablo firing up. Huge European uppercut to the chest. And Diablo says he's going up. He's got the knuckle lock in tight. Diablo trying to climb. He got tripped up on the ropes. Marksman sees an opportunity. Huge power bomb. And Diablo goes crashing to the mat. And just like that, the tide turned 180 and the boat sank. Diablo is immediately in a world of hurt after a vicious one-arm power bomb from the Marksman. Now just applying a simple chin lock and stretching the arm and the shoulder and grinding the mask against Diablo's face. Changes over to an arm bar. Diablo still refusing to give up though. Marksman applying as much pressure as he can figure out how to in that position. Diablo wisely starting to work himself up to his base and get out of there, trying to create some space. Marksman sends him off the ropes. Diablo with their head scissored. Marksman was able to spin him out and put him on his feet, though. Huge back elbow drops El Diablo to the mat. Marksman just powered his way out of a head scissor attempt and just shut down the momentum that El Diablo was trying to build before he ever really got started. And now Marksman wisely slowing the pace down, trying to keep the man from the future grounded. Diablo ducks underneath with a chop across the chest, trying to build that fire back up in him. Huge uppercut. He's got Marksman trapped in the corner, but he better get moving. Tries to send Marksman across. Reversal. Diablo up onto the middle rope. Misses the crossbody as Marksman dodges out of the way. High risk can mean high reward, but it can also mean big failure. And Diablo learned that one the hard way, as Marksman just begins, again, using Diablo's mask almost as a weapon against himself, grinding it and smashing it against his face. And again, just a battering offense from the Marksman. But Diablo, every time he sees a little bit of a daylight, he begins throwing punches. He begins coming to life. Hurricanrana attempt. Marksman again just catches him. And wait, turns it over to... Oh! turns him into a lion tamer, an elevated Boston Crab there. He's got his knee on the neck of Diablo. Just a nasty angle there, but Diablo gets his shoulder out from underneath, trying to work his way into a pin or something. Marksman drops his head into the gut and just shuts Diablo down. And now, wait a minute. Refs saw that Marksman's wrist tape had come loose. We've seen Marksman use that in previous weeks. And now the referees just removed that entire band of wrist tape from the Marksman. Diablo ducking through the ropes. Ref may have inadvertently made enough time for Diablo to recoup himself. Coming off the springboard, catches him with the crossbody. In position, 2 count only though. Diablo better get back to his feet and keep things going because Marksman's quick to get on him. Diablo over top, sunset flip. Trying to get it pulled over and does. 2 count, but Marksman kicks out. Diablo back on his feet. Marksman catches him. Huge backbreaker, and Diablo breaks in half. Marksman sends him off the ropes, and a giant clothesline shuts Diablo down again. And the crowd letting Marksman know exactly what they think about him. And now Marksman just adding insult to injury, just shoving Diablo's dreads all over his face, pulling him by the hair. Referee quick to lay the reprimand down on Marksman on that one. Now the crowd trying to rally behind El Diablo. You can hear them starting to build up. Marksman sending El Diablo into the buckle. Hard throw. Diablo gets the boot up though. Marksman walked right into it. But Diablo, I don't think, was able to capitalize. He doesn't seem to have much left in the tank. Wait a minute, up off the top, Whisper in the wind takes Marksman down. And both men are on the floor. And Marksman looks like he's coming too, but he's favoring that knee. And he's having trouble getting himself up to his feet. Diablo's starting to stir. And we're about to have a showdown, folks. And Diablo throwing double axe handles to the chest, trying to chop the Marksman down. Gets behind into a waistlock. He's got a plan, maybe. He's trying to work his way back around to the front, but Marksman's got him hooked. Wait a minute. Oh, Marksman's got him turned over. If he can get the arm hooked through. Wait, he's got it. He's moved him up into... Turns him around. Marksman turns him back. Wait, pile driver, pile driver. Oh, he got him. Diablo's down. Pile driver, folks. This one's got to be it. And Marksman pulls him up. Marksman had it in the bag. Marksman was moving on to the next round of the tournament. But his ego got in the way, and he pulled Diablo up. I'm assuming only because he wants to hurt him more. He's looking for a second pile driver. We saw this with Andy. Wait, JC Thunder's out here, folks. JC Thunder's made his way down to ringside. And Marksman has completely lost track of what he's doing. Thunder's making his way up onto the apron. Referee's trying to tell him to get back down. Wait, Marksman got tripped up. Diablo's got a schoolboy. And there's 3 Diablos moving on, folks. El Diablo gets the pin on the Marksman and is moving on to the next round of the tournament, but wait, JC Thunder and the Marksman are clashing in the ring, folks. We got something even bigger going on in here. This one's exploding right here on Saturday Slam, folks. And looks like the locker room is emptying as we've got just about everyone you can imagine trying to pull these two apart. And looks like we've got them separated. Most of the crowd trying to hold JC Thunder back. A solid handful of them keeping the Marksman in the opposite corner. And just like that, this powder keg almost completely went off. And looks like they're starting to move Marksman on out of here. Wait a minute, Marksman's up on the top rope. What's he doing? And he's diving after Thunder. And this one's about to go again. I mean, these two absolutely hate each other. And it doesn't seem like this ring can contain it. Well, I gotta give you that update. Just like we saw, Marksman was going for that second pile driver. JC Thunder with the distraction. El Diablo with the roll-up. And just like that, Marksman is out. El Diablo moves on to the semifinal matchup against the Clayhuna. That's going to do it for Saturday Slam, folks. This is my last reminder to you. Get your tickets for Destiny. They are selling out quicker than you would think. We've announced one match already. With what we've seen this week, I imagine we're going to have some more announced. Check us out next week on Saturday Slam at 7. I will see you there.